I don't know, have a good day.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I have some interesting and problematic stories for you. I hope you will like it. Let's start. My wife's best friend told a secret to my wife and ruined our wedding night. Now he wants. My wife Jennifer has a best friend, Scott. They've been best friends for over 30 years. He's always been a gossip talking shit about their various acquaintances whenever they hang out. I told her, if he's talking that way about your homies, makes you wonder what he says about you, huh? Anyway, before our wedding 15 years ago, I was under a lot of stress and I started smoking again. My wife, their fiancé, was really upset and asked me to stop. I said I would try. I was doing my best using patches, gum, etc., but I will still slip up on occasion. A few weeks before our wedding, I was driving down the road and my phone rang. It was my wife and she was livid. Her friend Scott was driving behind me and noticed that I was smoking. He called my wife immediately to rat me out. Jennifer wouldn't talk to me for 2 days. Fast forward to the wedding day, everything went fantastic. We had a great time. A lot of the attendees were staying at the same hotel. After my wife and I returned to the hotel, I ducked outside to sneak a cigarette. As I was standing there, who should sneak up but Scott? I see you. He sing-songed at me, presenting me with a shit-eating grin. I pretended not to hear him, put out my cigarette and went back to my room. By the time I got there, 2 minutes, my wife was furious. Scott had called her immediately to let her know that he had seen me smoking and she was waiting for me at the door when I returned. She yelled at me for an hour and wouldn't speak to me afterward, telling me I had ruined our wedding night. Flash forward 15 years, Scott is marrying his partner and my wife wants me to go to his wedding with her. I absolutely refuse. It burned me for years that his need for drama ruined our wedding night. He could have easily held onto his dirt until the next day, but he couldn't wait to spread the news, upsetting his best friend forever. I have no desire to attend this guy's wedding. All I can think about is the need to rat me out to my wife on our first night as husband and wife. It still pisses me off. My wife is upset at me and says that since I was the one lying about my smoking, that I had no right to be upset with Scott and that I need to get over it. My argument back is I was addicted to cigarettes and I was doing my best to stop. Her friend took great glee in creating drama on her wedding night and relished the fact that he was creating trouble for me. I am holding firm. AITA for refusing to attend the wedding of this person. Maybe he is just doesn't like you. That's why he told your wife everything he saw. It's pointless to be offended by him. You promised your wife to stop smoking, but you keep smoking. He ratted you out. He's a good friend, I think. He wants her to know the truth. And now the next story. I didn't allow my stepdaughter and her boyfriend to share a room. This is kind of a lot, so I apologize. I'm 42 and I'm married to my husband. He is 47. My husband and I have been together 16 years. We have a 14-year-old son Jasper and an 11-year-old son Jason. My husband was married previously for 3 years and had a daughter Ellie. She is 22. My husband and I got Ellie during the summer every year, so Ellie and I should have formed a relationship, but sadly didn't. She wasn't interested in a relationship with me. Ellie planned to come visit us for a week. Her 2-year-old daughter and boyfriend Mick, of 3 years, accompanying her. My husband and I decided Ellie and our grandchild could have their guest bedroom, but Mick would sleep on the couch in the living room since they are not married. When Ellie arrived Monday and found out sleeping arrangements, she was very upset and demanded Mick to sleep in the guest room with her and their baby. My husband and I told her no and that he is more than welcome in the room during the day but would need to sleep on the couch. She started yelling and called me an asshole and said I wasn't ever her real mom and that I was just turning her dad against her. I told her I was sorry she felt that way, but the answer is no. She got really mad and they left to stay at her mother's. My husband has suggested just letting them sleep in the same room so they will come back, but I feel like our request isn't unreasonable. AITA for not allowing my stepdaughter and her boyfriend to share a room. Your stepdaughter is an adult. It's strange to forbid her to sleep with her boyfriend in the same room. As for me, that's stupid. But maybe I'm wrong and your ban has such a deep meaning. If it was an attempt to hint to them that it's time to get married, you could just talk to her and her boyfriend. Also, it's unlikely that you have the right to vote if you don't have a close relationship with her. And now, story time is over. Thank you for your attention and have a good one.
I don't know. Have a good day.